Small business owners are considered the backbone of the American economy, and this morning there's a new report on Main Street Optimism. Kate Rogers joins us now with more. Hey, Kate.
Hey, Joe. Good morning. If you're looking for some green shoots in the economic data, the NFIB has some good news this morning. Small business optimism increasing by 4.5 points to 94.4 in May. 8 of the index components increased while 2 fell. The biggest increases seen were in expected real sales gains, plans to increase employment, and plans to increase inventories. Expectations for future sales rebounding is key because it hit a new historic low last month during the pandemic. The only 2 that dropped were current earnings trends and current job openings, which makes sense. The single biggest problem for business is poor sales for the second month straight, followed up by labor quality and taxes. Remember, skilled labor had been the top concern for Main Street for more than a year prior to the pandemic. The group's chief economist, Will Dunkelberg, also pointing out raising savings rates, saying that there has to be a lot of pent-up demand for people who had been staying home during the pandemic. He says in a statement, consumers will have to feel safe about emerging from lockdown in order to spend the money, which in turn will shape the pace of the recovery in employment. Guys, back over to you.
Kate, I figure that small business owners sort of lean towards optimism. You know what I mean? I mean, it's been tough, and you don't want to be unrealistic, but nobody starts. I mean, can you see a pessimist starting a business? Probably going to fail. I don't know. I'm going to try, but
no.
I really don't expect to be here in a year. Probably going to lose a lot of money for mine. You know what I mean? They're basically optimistic. So if there's anything that gives them hope, I think they seize on it, and that's great. And I love them, and I wish them well. And it's going to be important for all of us to be optimistic, I think.
I think that's really true. And one thing that I continually heard throughout this was for many of the businesses that had been around was them saying that we've survived worse, like living through 9/11, going through the last recession. So a lot of them kind of held on to hope and lessons learned through prior struggles and downturns. There was a lot of frustration around waiting for that PPP money. But once it got into the hands of businesses that actually wanted to take on the loan, I think now it's about how to use that. There's more flexibility around that, which is a good thing, something the NFIB had been pushing for. And now a lot of business owners are starting to move forward.